So I think I should talk about something. Yesterday I got really, really loud on my live stream because I had been focusing for the last 6 months on closing a huge cycle with a literal dark magician. I have an eyelash in my eye, I think. With a literal dark magician and his entire coven of family members. And I was dealing with that, closing up cycles, realizing what had happened to me for a really long time in magic, like why things were happening the way that they were happening. And when I came back to my job yesterday, like I came back onto live stream and I really like was like done with the past, done with him, and came out of my live stream. There were 2 men that booked with me. And that's actually not normal. I would say 95% of my clientele is women. So for me to have 2 men that paid for readings in live time, I got punished. And then I woke up sick. Well, I didn't wake up sick. I just hours later had this like throat thing. And I rebuked that in the name of Jesus. So it's fine. It's going away. But the point I'm trying to make is dark magic is real. And on my way out of leaving that relationship, one of the last things that was offered to me by their family was a place to live, a salary, and being one with the family. But I definitely do not want to be one with that family. And so I turned the offer down. And ever since then, I've literally had hitmen showing up in my dreams to kill me. Literally. I've had armed gunmen come at me in my dreams to kill me. And one of the last things my ex said to me was, if you even ever look at a man or talk to a man that isn't me, I'll punish you. And when I said, okay, whatever, I'm done, and I found out that he did love spell. I found out that he did a candle spell on me. I found out because he sent me the proof of it. He sent me a video of the candles, and I was like, I don't stand for that. I don't like love spells. I don't like anybody trying to bind me to them in any way. And one of the last things he said was, when I said we're breaking up and we're really done, he was like, I hope you're ready for war, because I swear to God, I'll go to the dark. That's what he said. He said, I'll go to the dark if I can't have you. And it was basically this big threat of, if I can't have you, no one can. And it's like, wow, thank you so much for showing me that that's exactly why the fuck I should have drawn boundaries in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So yesterday, I for the first time in a long time, had 2 clients. Thank you for being here. Hello, welcome. I'm just venting today. It's really nothing. I'm just going through a really, really hard time right now. So anyway, right in front of him, because he stalks my channel, of course he does. He watches me every fucking second. Yeah, 2 men booked with me right in front of everybody during a live tarot reading. And it was like really incredible to witness. I couldn't believe that men were waking up. Men wanted, it's actually kind of crazy. You think this story didn't happen. It's that crazy, huh? I'll have it in a book one day. Listen, I don't lie. I hate liars. I hate lying. You don't have to believe my story. Let's just hope to God it never happens to you. That's all I'm saying. Let's just hope to God that you never have to experience a dark warlock. And I've met many. This isn't my first rodeo, but this one was the strongest, or so he seemed. Anyway, I turned down that coven and immediately got punished for it. And I'm just here to show you guys that God will make a way somehow. when all the odds seem stacked against you, every single thing, everything, it will be okay. Like, there will be something that happens because God loves you, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, though, there is this feeling of like wanting to give up, because you fight a battle that hard and that long, and you fight thousands of hate comments every single week, troll comments just for being yourself, throwing tarot cards, being a spiritualist, talking about God and tarot in the same breath. And people hate on me so much. There's been so much negativity that's come towards me. It's kind of wild. It's insane. And I'm just grateful that I finally understand why that much negativity was sent my way all this time. I understand a lot now about energy dynamics. I understand about dark magic. I understand spell work, covens, the whole thing. And I didn't want to be in that family because my ex had told me that that family killed his brother. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to go live with him. And the universe wasn't making it very easy. It was not making it very easy for him to be here. So it was just not working. And I couldn't understand why. And now that I look at it, I'm like, duh, Jenna, because he was a straight up narcissist, a spiritual narcissist. And to feel the hate every day by people for no reason at all, random strangers that just hate me, and then having your own, the love of your life, the man that you really wanted to marry, to have that man then turn and say he will literally work for the dark. He will literally become the devil himself just to punish you. Just to punish you for wanting better for yourself, wanting independence and wanting a successful business and wanting friends and wanting to help the collective and wanting to sing for other people. There was this one time he said, "You're not allowed to sing for anybody but me, period. I better never find out that you're singing for anyone else but me." And I'm just thinking, I don't know who you think you are. Like, I don't know what cage you think you're putting me back in, but I'm already a free bird. So I basically never bent the knee. I never told him yes on any of that. I fucking bucked the whole way. And I got punished every step of the way. Just like anyone with a narcissist does, you get punished on your way out. And so I haven't eaten in about 11 days. It's kind of crazy. I'm so hungry. I cry myself to sleep. And I can only imagine what people who are really starving, what they really feel like. You know, at least I have a little extra cushion for the pushing. I'll be all right. But man, if it doesn't make you appreciate the things that you have in this life, and then in 2 days, I have no idea where I'm going. Not enough money in my bank account to afford this place again. So I don't know. And it's one of those times where I'll tell you what, at a soul level, if God doesn't come through for me, I'm turning to the dark too. No, I mean it. If God himself does not love me the way that I have loved God, then I'm working for the wrong team. I mean, for real. It gets so fucking annoying always being the one to have to be the bigger person and say, I don't stand for this shit. I love the collective. I love my people more than I love you. Dude, I love me and my people more than I love you. And having to say that all the time, continually, every single time some asshole turns to the dark, because I'm a leader, I'm a spiritual leader. I can't have just anybody dating me. I can't. I literally cannot have just any guy in my life. And so every time I say no and turn him down because he's just a fucking tyrant, to know now why I got punished every single time, it makes sense. Dark magic is real. It is very real. There are practitioners out there who know a thing or two about a thing or two, and they really want your life to be so bad, so dreary, that you go back to them. You have no choice. That's the whole thing. I know a lot of my clients that they've had their moms do that. Like, their moms are narcissistic, and they want them so up shit's creek without a paddle. Their own mother is so jealous of them, the beauty of these daughters, that they want their daughters homeless or prostituting themselves so that they come back home, so that the moms don't look like absolute dickheads. And it's like, I'm so over it. And I know that the living God works. I know that God works. I know the Most High God is real. I know it. But it's just, I get so fed up with loving God more than God loves me. You know? I'm so tired. Fucking fighting for this cause. Why? Who else is fighting it? You know? Who else says no to tyrants like that? Who else is a warrior every single day saying no to things like that? I'm just getting tired of not meeting the real ones, I guess. Sick and tired of thinking that I'm alone out there. All I know is it's very real. And dark magic is about to be unveiled. And it's about to be unleashed on this planet. And I'm sure that you already feel it. Wrong cause. You don't know what my cause is. My cause is to show people that when they leave tyrants and they leave narcissists, they are rewarded by God. And they do get to have their name in the book of life. And I don't know who you are to tell me it's a wrong cause. I guess I have to tell myself it's the right cause. I don't really care what you say. No offense. You've never contributed to me a day in your life, so I wouldn't care about your opinion if it bit me in the ass. But to just know that you really are punished. And they really don't even hide it. I guess they're getting that desperate now, these demons. They don't really fucking care when they channel through people. And they say shit to me like, if you leave me, I'm going to turn to the dark. And I will be your biggest enemy and we will go to war. I mean, he literally told me that. And then to just, I mean, him to tell me that he's literally going to punish me. And then ever since I broke up with him, I haven't had food in the fridge and I haven't had a steady income coming in. It's like, it really is real. It's real, but it's only as real as you say it is. And it's only as real as long as you say it is. So I know that the living God works though. And I know the Most High loves me. And I do. I know that. I know God loves me. See, and that's the thing. I mean, how did I survive it this long if not for God, right? So of course he's real. I'm just tired of always feeling like it's not really worth it. It's not really worth it to work for the light anymore. I may love God, but honestly, though the devil fights and we say that God fights harder, it just seems sometimes like not true. The way that the man I literally wanted a family with, I wanted everything with. And one of the last things he told me is he will punish me. And just for not being involved with his coven, his family, that literally has blood on their hands. I mean, he and I both know his brother was sacrificed into that in that group. He was taken out. And I will never, ever put myself in a situation like that. I love myself too much. I'd rather freeze outside in 2 days and go without food for the next 6 months than to willingly hand myself over to a cult full of devils like that. Just absolutely not going to happen. Absolutely not going to happen. And seemingly, because I love myself that much, you would think that God loves me that much too. And my 3D would finally conform and there would be like this massive breakthrough and I wouldn't be struggling and wondering when I'm going to have my next meal. And you would think, but one thing I have going for me is that the ones that love me despite what other people say. With AI going crazy and everybody believing everything they see on the internet, who's to say how many people that have come across me have seen some like fake AI bullshit about me and already got a preconceived notion about me that isn't even real. And now it all makes sense why I've been hated so much my whole life. I was bound to a dark magician, an occultist, a literal warlock, and I was bound to him. And I'm getting unbound, and of course, he doesn't like that. And of course, the multimillionaire family that he has, multi-millions, they have mansions, cars, Teslas, you name it. And I didn't want anything to do with it. I don't care. I don't want to be in a family that made their money doing some dishonest shit, period. I don't fucking care. And so I'm going up against a giant and I could really use some help right now. And I'm not too proud to ask. I'm not too proud to ask for prayers, help, just emojis, smiley face, an air hug, an email, anything, just a positive thought. I'm really not above it to ask. But yeah, at this time, my situation is pretty dire. They say it's going to be like -20 today, a winter storm or something. Winter's just cold air. And so in 2 days, I don't know, I have today and tomorrow to figure it out. But all I know is I feel kind of bad, like not trusting in God when I have seen God do the craziest of miracles. I feel like it's probably a slap in the face to God to be looking at this reality, the one that's already in existence, the one where there's no food in my fridge and no money in my bank account. I could just imagine that God probably feels like betrayed or something by me. But like it does, it does get to that point where it's like fight or flight in this world for a lot of women like myself who've been in like a spiritual witness protection for a really long time. Anyway, I survived for the last 6 months some very, very bad narcissistic abuse, but in the form of a spiritual narcissist, which are the worst of the worst of the worst. And I'm just grateful to know that I'm free. I'm free to go. Like I may not have a home, a roof over my head soon, or I may not know what is going to happen in 5 minutes, but at least I know. I'll be able to forever know. I'll forever have to say that I belong to God. And as much as that path is really fucking treacherous, at least I can say I belong to God and God freed me, you know? I'm actually, I'm at that stage where you see how hard the darkness fights for people, for souls, for energy, to control the narrative, to preach a false gospel. You see how much the false light really fights, right? It's like, how many of us get to actually witness the real light fighting, like in real time? In real time. Like real godly people fighting the good fight. The real light fighting. Sure, the devil fights, but does God fight harder? All I know is I dealt with a spiritual narcissist, and I absolutely know that dark magic is real. 1,000 million %. It doesn't mean that these people were like chanting around a fucking cauldron under the moon, dancing naked in the forest. But modern witchcraft nowadays is not anything like that. It's just literally people, powerful people with one intent, thinking or saying words over and over and over again with a group of people to harass and harm someone. And that's exactly what has been happening. And so you're seeing modern day warfare, modern day witchcraft. And it's just you and your husband going through like divorce battles where you guys were madly in love before. And it's like it only started when you went to that new church. And it's because that new church group that you met goes to Starbucks after church and gossips about your marriage after Sunday service. It's like that. Like that's what it is nowadays. And I see it for what it is. It is real. It absolutely is. A lot of the projections and the hate that come my way too on live streams and stuff. Of course, that's dying off because I'm not feeding into it. So people are losing their fucking marbles. People are losing energy, and they're losing the plot. They're losing their grip on me and a lot of people like me. A lot of streamers, they're becoming wiser when it comes to like ignoring triggering trolls and shit like that. And so these people are just getting bored and disinterested, and they're just leaving. But to have to see the wave of negativity sent in, it's like spiritually watching flying monkeys that your dark occultist ex-boyfriend warlock sends in. It's like seeing little like monitoring spirits, little, I don't know. And then I felt like yesterday when I was finally so bold about telling some of my moderators, like, I'm very disappointed in you guys. I'd been teaching you how to avoid men like that, like the plague, for months for free. They would sit on my channel with a group of very highly sensitive souls as my moderators. And the second we have a spiritual battle in here, the second it's like flinging arrows, they can't handle it and they leave. They just bolt and leave us for dead. And I'm just thinking, like, I went off on them yesterday. I was like, how dare you? Don't ever let me see your blue wrench in here again. I'll unmod you and embarrass you. And just don't let me see your name ever again. You already had your chance and you blew it several times. And it's like shifting my focus from the last 6 months, going through all the closing of the cycles of a literal dark coven that wanted to recruit me, and then turning them down. So then focusing more on my business and trying to get this up and running again. And it's like, wow, if you don't have to see the snakes in the grass. You ever just wake up one day and like wake up, like you get red pilled and you look around and you see everyone around you is just a fake? That's kind of what it feels like. Like I've been sitting here teaching people what I know for a really long time. And my mods that pretended to be working for the light, it's like the second people needed you, you bolted. And it's like, it just disappoints me. So I really went off and I told them about that yesterday. I said, it was like bad. Like, you're not ever welcome on my channel again, kind of bad. Like, I'm letting go of all these men that are just pretenders. Like, I shouldn't be more of a man than you are. I mean, the fact that I got physically assaulted a month ago by a random stranger and had to put him behind bars. His court date's today, literally. Actually, tomorrow. Tomorrow's court date. The fact that I got abused in front of 2 other men, physically harmed, because I'm at an Airbnb, which is one step above a shelter. It's public housing. And a man laid his hands on me. It is just wild to me that instead of my ex-boyfriend, the one I just recently dumped, instead of it being a concern for him, it was almost like a challenge to be more possessive and be more controlling and be more like, well, now you're definitely coming here. Now you're definitely mine. And it's like, I'm not anybody's. I belong to myself. I don't belong to any government. I don't belong to any agency. I don't belong to any coven. I don't belong to any family. That's for sure. I don't belong to any 9-to-5. I don't belong to a corporation. I don't belong to any entity. I belong to my damn self. And so by the grace and mercy of God, over the last 15 years since I've met God and I had my spiritual awakening, I have been a literal prophetess for 15 years. And in those 15 years, it has been by the grace and mercy of the Most High God that I have survived. And it will be the same going forward. I will win. Of course I'll win. I always win. There is no losing. But the fact that I get to see just how much toxic energy has been coming at me, and you'll get to see it in the 3D finally. You see it. You see it. Of course you all see it. You see evil people, evil leaders at the top. You see it. You see what they've used. They've used magic. They've used spell work to get where they are. And when you turn them down, it's like, this is what happens. Why am I telling strangers about this? Because why not? Shut up, girl. Don't tell me to fucking shut up. I'll never shut up. That's actually kind of crazy because yesterday I was doing my live stream and I was telling people, like, you're fired out of my mod squad. I'm not even in my friend list anymore. Like, I'm just done. And I literally, hours later, had a sore throat and like a sinus thing, and I never get sick. So for that to be the case, it was like people were trying to shut me up. And sometimes you just want to do it. Sometimes you just want to shut up so that they finally leave you alone. Sometimes it really honestly is easier, just to let them handle you. Find a handler. Marry some guy that treats you like shit but gives you a white picket fence and can somehow convince you that the cage he's built for you is somehow paradise. Pop out a couple kids. Do what everybody's doing. That way life just goes back to easy. He'll definitely keep the wolves out, but you don't realize you're living with a wolf, the biggest wolf of all. Sometimes it gets way, way, way easier to just shut up. They tell you telepathically 50 million times a day, shut the fuck up, bitch, shut the fuck up, bitch. Over and over and over, that's what they say. Shut up. No one would ever listen to you. What the fuck are you talking about? You've got 12 people listening to you right now. 12. It's not a big deal. Shut up, Jenna. No one wants to hear what you've been through. Shut up, Jenna. Shut up, Jenna. Would you just shut up already? I don't think so. As much as it would be so much easier, trust me, to be what everyone says I should be. The devil. I'm not the devil. Not in the slightest. So, I'm not above asking for help. I really could use a little goodwill, a little just kindness. Every day I face scrutiny on the internet just for being myself, literally. Just for being a girl who's a sensitive, a psychic, and talks the other side and teaches people about magic and how to protect yourself in these crazy ass times that we're in the end times. I try so hard to help people, especially women like myself who are trying to get out of some really, really abusive situations as well. But sometimes you just feel like, what's the point? What is the point? No one really wants to be free anymore. No one fights for their freedom. No one really risks anything anymore for freedom. They just want to live in their comfort zone, and that's fine, I guess. I've risked it all. I've sacrificed it all. I already lost. I had a husband at one time, pets that I couldn't keep. I had no money to take care of those pets, so I lost my pets, my fertility, 9-to-5 jobs. Just a lot of people have left my life, my family, all because of what the Most High God told me to do. And one day it will make sense as to why it's been such a struggle. It'll make sense. Right now it doesn't. Right now my head is throbbing from hunger pains. And just speaking my truth, they come at your throat chakra and they try their best to... It's whatever, I send it back to you. I send it all back to you. You'll get sick. If you wished it on me, you'll get sick. So if you wish hope on me and prosperity, you'll get prosperity. That's how it is. God said in the Bible, those who curse you, I will curse. And those who bless you, I will bless. And it's no different. It's still God's promise even today, and I know it to be true. I work for the Most High, and a lot of people can't fucking stand it. You don't have to stand it. You speak your mind, at least you're bloody honest. Welcome, Wendy. Hello. Right now it might not make sense, but eventually it will. I love you. I love you, Wendy. Thank you for being here. You know, you're a bright light in a really dark world for me. I've really enjoyed a lot of your comments in the past couple weeks. You're really a sweet person. And I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate that you appreciate the honesty, because being a truth teller is so fucking hard. Being a spiritual whistleblower and saying, this thing is happening to me, and this is affecting me, and this is actually my life, and get hate for it every single fucking day. I just want to meet the people that don't hate me. I just want to meet the people that don't hate me. I'm tired of meeting everybody who's just such fucking bullies. My light irritates a lot of demons, I guess. I don't know. Don't know that I have much light in me left. After I'm hanging on by a thread, after turning down that entire coven, I had a dream the other night. It was the fucking scariest thing ever. 3 armed gunmen came to kill me. And I knew exactly where they were sent from. It's just, I don't know that I have much left in me, honestly. I don't know. I don't even want to keep going. I don't want to. I don't care to. That's exactly what they want. You just get to that point where your whole life has been one big hardship, and you're like, what did I really do to deserve this? And the people that have the audacity to make fun of the fact that I don't have a home or food. It's like, can they not tell the irony that that's where they're about heading? Can people not even have that self-reflective nature? They can't even be self-introspective enough to notice that what you reap, you sow. Or what you sow, you... Yeah, whatever, you know the saying. Point is, I want to meet the ones that don't hate me for having the audacity online to preach about God and how good God normally is. Honestly, I guess we'll find out pretty soon, won't we? If I'm a liar and God's really a fake. If love is really a fake. Oh, Jaleesa, bless your... I love you, Jaleesa. Thanks for being here. Just, man, when you really turn down the kingdom of darkness, you tell it to fuck itself. It really comes at you, you know. I just couldn't believe one of the last things he said to me was, I will punish you. I will turn to the dark just to punish you. You know, and you look back at it and you're like, God, everything I gave that man, oh my God. Jesus, I mean, you look at the way that I poured everything I had into loving a man to free him from a really, really bad toxic situation, you know? And the last thing he said is, we're going to war, and I will literally turn to the dark just to punish you. That moment you know you dodged a bullet and you did the right thing. It happens to be because it was like the most insane, heinous thing a man could say to a woman. Especially a woman he loves. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And when I started noticing the signs, spiritual abuse for real, I started pulling my energy back. Slowly at first. Methodically, slowly. And that's when his entire coven started noticing, because it's energy, and I wasn't giving him energy and they were feeding on him. That's when they offered me a position there. They literally offered to pay me a salary to be in their family. And I turned them down. And nobody ever turns them down. They're multimillionaires with mansions and as many cars as you can fucking use in a week. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I turned them down. And sometimes it's the hardest thing you can do. And people don't really know what I went through. They don't really know. A man had already been sacrificed in that family. A guy in his 20s, my boyfriend's brother, died in that family. They killed him. I mean, I don't think they killed him with like an actual weapon. I think they killed him with his own dark thoughts, and I think they gave him the weapon of choice. Drugs, alcohol. I think people don't even understand that negative forces influence your decision to do it yourself. To take yourself out of the game, they get away scot-free. They don't even have to pay the consequences because it looks like you did it. It's so sad. It's what it is. Spiritual warfare. Spiritual narcissist. And no, I will never shut up. And no, I don't have a death wish. And no, I am not suicidal. And no, I do not shoot up anything in my body. My body is my vessel, is my temple of the Most High God. No, I do not do hardcore drugs. No, I do not even drink. Once in a blue moon. I've maybe drank 3 times this entire year. So no, I'm not suicidal. And no, I do not have a death wish. So if going forward something happens to me, you know why. There's plenty of record about it. Don't worry. The FBI, I'm already on their watch list, so I know that coven's been watched just because I've been watched. I already know that I'm on the watch list. Don't even have a parking ticket. I don't even have a parking ticket. And I'm on the FBI watch list. Unfairly, unjustly, but I'm very grateful for it. I'll tell you why. Not only does my Airbnb host work for the FBI, which is really amazing, actually. The lady who owns this house and other businesses, she works for the FBI. So I already know this shit is real. It's just that other people who have been fucking with me didn't realize that it was real. The ones who have been monitoring me are being monitored. So I'm okay with knowing I'm on the right side of things, and then I'm free to go. I don't work for narcissists, and I don't work for the evil coven families either. I don't work for crime syndicates, period. I do not use my psychic gifts to protect dark practitioners and dark magicians that harvest the energy of innocent people in order to have a fucking cushy life. Absolutely not. I don't work for the Illuminati. I don't work for a corporation. I don't work for anybody. So, going forward, God will either be providing for me or God will be providing for me. There is no other choice. Either the Most High gives a fuck and starts acting like he cares as much as I care, or I'm telling you all right now, I might entertain going to the dark side. Because shit, look how much reward there is for working for the dark. Look at it. Look at every single evil corporation that's getting away with fucking murder right now. Look at how these greedy, selfish landlords and these CEOs treat everybody. Like, damn. If there aren't rewards for working for the dark, I swear. When are the good ones going to actually catch a break? When are the ones that work for light? When are they going to fucking catch a break? The ones that won't bend the knee and cower to these tyrants and douchebag ex-boyfriends that honestly want them in a cage? Nah, one time he said, I'm going to put you in a cage. That is literally what he told me. Guys, it is not a joke. It is not a joke. This shit is so fucking real. I've been in a basic spiritual witness protection program ever since I left my last fucking coven in Omaha. I was trafficked last year into a fucking witch coven. Had no idea at the time what it was. No clue. Had no idea. I just thought the man that I was madly in love with came to pick me up in Arizona. We had an amazing time. I get there, and within 1 week, I'm being cheated on. Within 1 week, the warfare started. Because God forbid a girl just be happy with a man that she's in love with. So it automatically started it was just, you guys already saw that. I don't even want to go back to that. But anyway, the point is, I'm just waiting for the rewards that God promised me. And the reward that I'm worthy of is not eating for 11 days and wondering if I'm going to be homeless in the fucking blistering cold tomorrow. That's not the promise that God had for me. So it comes to this point where you have to understand, as a master manifester, even on your worst days, like right now, even when you have sick brain, even when you feel scared, to still say, I know what God's promises are. I know what the imagination, aka God, had for me. I saw the higher timeline. And to really just claim that one, even in the midst of everything that is going wrong, to just still be like, no, I claim that. I claim that. That's mine. Oh, everyone is watched, not only you. It's how the modern world works. It shouldn't be how the modern world works. Yes, and that's not you. You're not for the bloody dark side. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll make a really great enemy to a lot of you if I work for the dark. I would make... I could go viral. I could literally be... If I were to sell my soul, if I were to sell what I am, the gifts that I know, and if I've turned them to the dark, if I have mastered the gifts that I know as a psychic, and I now work for the dark, You'd better hope the Most High God stops me. I'm telling you right now, if I do work for the devil eventually, if God doesn't provide for me and take care of his struggling, his most loyal servants, I'll tell you right now, if I work for the dark, you're gonna want to hope and pray that the Most High God takes me out. Because after I've mastered all these gifts, after I know who I am, yeah, you're gonna want to hope that I don't work for the dark soon. All I know is, if it is a war, it's a war for souls. And I may claim to know that my soul is good. I'm working for God, and I'm on the good side of things. But once I see that that good God is not really as good as I claim he is, oh, I'm out. I'm done. Why? It's no different than my narcissist ex-boyfriend claiming to be as good as he is, and I saw he wasn't, and I'm like, I'm out. Why would it be any different to the God I worship? Hell no. I'm telling you right now, if I don't start seeing some goddamn proof that God loves me, I'm fucking out. I'll take the gifts that I've acquired myself, and I will be using them in the way that I see fit. And I don't think anybody's going to like that. I don't think anybody's going to like how I also go dark, just like my fallen twin flame. I don't think anybody on this planet will enjoy what comes next if Jenna the fucking magical, who knows as much as she knows, turns to the dark side. So I'm going to tell you right now, the Most High God better be showing up for me. My ancestors better give a shit. My spirit guides better give a shit, because I am so fucking tired of being tired. I'm over watching women like myself have to endure these pieces of shit, men, in name only. These weak ass warlock wannabes. They're fucking fakes. And I'm so tired of watching good women be completely left to their own devices constantly. Cast away, thrown away, gossiped, slandered about. These psychics, these very sensitive healers. I'm so tired of it, and I can't. And that's the only thing that keeps me going. I swear to you. I swear. The only thing that keeps me going is thinking about the fact that a lot of women out there need to hear what I have to say. Even though thousands of comments every week tell me to shut the fuck up, I won't shut the fuck up. Yet, until I have zero trust in the Most High, until the Most High God disappoints me in some way. But even then, I would still love these women. I would still love these women enough to use my gifts to help them in some way. Because we don't deserve to be abused by those men. We don't deserve that. We deserve to go free. These spiritually inclined warlocks that honestly, they mirror back to you your own energy. You pour into them, and then they mirror back this shiny new penny like, oh, look at me, when really it's your energy. And the second you strip it back, the second you give it back to yourself, that's the second everybody around them feels it. And they come after you with pitchforks. But finally, you stand up for yourself and you say, no, I send it back 1,000-fold. Anything you send me, I send back. To hell with it. To hell with it. I guess we'll see. If I defend myself during a spiritual war, we'll see if I get punished for that. Defense magic, we'll see if I get punished. We'll see if another assassin tries to show up in my dreams and I take him out. We'll see if I get punished for it, won't we? We'll see. Because in that dream, let's just say I was the last woman standing. So, I guess we'll see if when I defend myself and protect myself, if I get hurt or if I get blessed. And then if I can go teach other women on this planet how to avoid men like that, like the plague, you should be avoiding him at all costs. You should be not afraid, but you should definitely be aware that dark practitioners like that exist and they are running our planet. Well, it's a new age. It's a new era. And now God has hacked this shit. Now God runs this shit. So all I can do is just look at the 3D circumstances and be like, yeah, does it look like absolute shit right now? Yeah, kind of. But I'd rather be under a bridge freezing to death with no food than to ever bend the knee and be with a tyrannical, narcissistic psychopath. And that's a God's honest truth. I'd rather starve. And if he wants a war for that, well, I guess I'll put him in every category as every other narcissistic prick that I used to date. No ring on my finger, baby. I'm free to go. Thanks so much. I cancel said contract. Your contract was full of shit just like yourself. So if you want war, let's go to war. But just know that I claim to work for a very big God. We'll see. We'll see soon enough, I suppose. But I know my heart's in the right place. I've been abused by so many men my entire life. I'm 36 years old, and I've been abused by every man that has ever been in my life. Albeit, a couple, maybe two. But overall, man. But just looking past the 3D, get back into the energy of it's already done. I'm already taken care of. But this is that last-ditch effort for me to say, like, guys, if you could just say a prayer for me, because pretty soon, if I don't find out that God loves me the way I love me, I'm gonna give up on God. I'll settle, just like everybody else. I'll settle. I'll bend the knee. I'll go silent. I'll let them win. I'll hand myself right over. As the light, I will be the sacrifice. For a cushy life, to finally not have to starve or wonder where if I'm gonna have a roof over my head or a warm bed to sleep in. Oh yeah, women like me will do a lot of things. To survive, definitely. I would settle. I would find a husband that treats me like absolute garbage. But at least it's better than the cold elements treating me like absolute garbage. Now you can understand. Now you can understand why so many women who are on the streets do what they have to do. Now you understand why people turn to drugs and alcohol. And I think it's so ludicrous. I really do. I think it's so insane to think about the fact that people still wish bad things on people when the world is on the brink of collapse in World War III, to just wish that on somebody. You're not a bloody witch. You're an angel. Thank you, Wendy. I am an angel. You are God, and God is you. We are God expressing. No one can ever take that power from you. Please don't forget that. Praying for you. Thank you, Jaleesa. Bless your heart, honey. I really do love you. In fact, I love all of you so much that I sacrificed my own romantic life because it wasn't good enough for you. Because he wasn't good enough for you. Because as a spiritual advisor, I can't very well live with myself if the better half of me is the worse half. I loved you guys so much that I suffered a lot. As an angel, I suffered a lot for the last 15 years. My soul's tired. I don't want to fight anymore. I just want to welcome what's in store for me. I've done the hard work, especially when it comes to my business and streaming online. Not allowing just everyone in here. Not allowing just everybody to be my moderators. Not giving everybody VIP access to my group, because this is such a beautiful, loving place for divine feminines. I care more about you than I even care about my own love life. And you guys know how fucking hopelessly romantic I am. And I fucking give it up every time. If a man isn't being a leader and he's not being a king, he doesn't deserve me. And he certainly doesn't deserve you. And he certainly doesn't deserve access to any of you beautiful, gorgeous goddesses in here. If he can't protect me, he can't protect you. So yeah, I'll kick him to the curb every goddamn time. It'll be so easy to make his head spin overnight. Fucking turn on a dime. I will pull every ounce of energy I have back from that entire fucking coven. That entire fucking coven now has to go find their own energy. They have to go find their own means. I'm not giving any of you a dime. None of my time. Every last one of you were watched and surveilled just like I was. Craziest thing about it is, for 6 months, here this man was telling me how horrible his family is. How they literally, basically killed his brother. Getting away with murder. These people getting away with just serious, serious crimes against humanity. Against spiritual women like myself, who are left to transmute this bullshit and then give them pure divine energy right back through spell work. Through feeling bound by magic. When I found out he did a candle spell on me, that's when it started to really unravel. When I saw him do that, that was the beginning of the end. That was it. I saw him do a love spell on me, and he literally sent me the video of the candle spell and said, here's our love spell. And he knew I hated that. He knows I don't stand for love spells. He knows I don't like anyone binding anyone to anyone against their free will. He knows it. And he knew it when he did it. That was the beginning of the end. That was when I really knew. He's not at all strong. He has to use magic to bind himself to a woman. He's not strong at all. He's the most unworthy man, undeserving of me. Not only do I promise all of you I will never be with that man, I would rather die. I would rather be homeless and starve. Even though that group offered me money, they offered me, honestly, really good money to be there. To live in a mansion with a car and money, a salary, all this like fancy everything. Multimillionaires. And I turned it down. So no one can say I ever work for a coven. You can't say I ever work for a cult. You cannot say I sold my fucking soul. That much you cannot say. So while you might talk a lot of garbage about me, while you might go share a lot of bullshit on fucking Reddit about me, or go talk to your family over Thanksgiving about how fucking crazy my life is, and how desperate I seem, and how stupid I seem, the one thing you cannot tell me is that I use my psychic gifts for assholes like that. I don't work for the government. I don't work for the Illuminati. I don't work for the devil. And now I don't work for that coven either. I never did. Not willingly. When I found out it was magic, that's when I got really hella pissed. That's when I put my energy back. And that's when they started feeling it. That's, of course, when the offer came in. Come live here. Let us give you a salary. Take you to all these fancy vacations. I'm going to get you a vacation in Vegas. We're going to go to this little Airbnb thing. We'll do this. And oh my God, it would have been lovely. It would have been amazing. That's what happens when the devil tempts you with shit. It looks really good. Sometimes the harder path is the path that you should take. I work for myself, thank you, and I work for the women that are abused by narcissistic tyrants. I work for the women. I work for my sisters. I work for the women on this planet. I work for mothers and children. I work for mothers who are psychic and gifted, and they are suffering, and they can't figure out how to put food on their table. And they can't figure out somebody's motive, and they can't figure out what their dream meant, and they can't figure out who's gossiping about them. And I work for these women. I work for the real ones. At rock bottom, too. And you know what? You know what? At least I can sleep well at night knowing that I am the leader I wished I would have had on my journey the whole time. At least I can say I'm proud of myself. So yeah, a lot of people look at my 3D circumstances and they think, you don't have a home in 2 days. You have no car, no house, no food in your fridge. No friends, no family. Your life looks like shit. If you look at the 3D, yeah. But at least I can truly say that my soul is right with God. Oh, power of love, and send it to this gorgeous lady. You're so beautiful, Wendy. Thank you. You have pretty eyes. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Magic bounds, or it's sent back tenfold, yeah. Hey, you know how ill I am, but yet you lift me, and that is priceless. Just have one person. I swear to God, just like one person. See that? Oh my! For one person to see the goddamn sacrifices that I make every fucking day. As a light worker, as an angelic being, I swear, just to know. Just have one person appreciate me like that is so. I just can't take much more abuse. I can't take it. Can't take it. My psyche can't take it. I can't take it. My bank account can't take it. My nutrition can't take it. I work for these women that are at rock bottom. They are psychic as hell, and that's why they get kicked out. That's why they don't have a church anymore, or a group that loves them, or a family that cares about them. They get cast away as the black sheep of the family, the truth tellers. They get left completely impoverished, homeless, eating out of a fucking bin, or living under a bridge. I work for these ones. I work for them. And I've never stopped. And I never will. And I never will, even if God does. Even if their family does. Even if God abandons me, I won't stop. Because I know what it's like. I'm a lot stronger than I used to be. And I feel like I've had the advantage of 2 years of homelessness, almost 2 years now. An eviction, a divorce, spiritual rape, being completely penniless, broke, going on average 7 to 9 days without eating, living in my car, living in a shelter, living on men's couches, being completely tormented, body, mind, soul, and spirit by men. I mean, I think I have quite an advantage in that I have a lot of knowledge. I have a lot of knowledge about a little bit. And I have this amazing opportunity ahead of me to really make a good impact for those at the bottom. This shouldn't be at the bottom. And I can see the vision, and I know I'm about to do something amazing. I know I am. Oh, I know I am. It's guaranteed. Oh, I know it. Oh, I know it. So yeah, while a time snap, whatever, a snapshot in time right now, it looks dire. I know that my future looks bright, very bright. I know I'm a good person, and I know I've worked for God for a really long time. So, anyone who's sending me any negative energy, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. So, hello, Rosalinda. Oh, you're my angel. I swear you were sent. Wendy, you as well. You as well. You know, it takes one to know one, you know. And not going to the dark side, we won't let you. I believe the rewards are on their way. Oh, sending you hugs, Wendy. I feel it, my love. I feel it, my love. He's not going to punish you. He can't. You have a higher power within you. I definitely feel punished. We're not having bullies, not on my watch. And Wendy, making you a mod. You're too beautiful. I died, I came back, period. Yeah. You know, a lot of people that come to me have had near-death experiences. By the time they get to me, they're wondering why their life looks like the way it looks. And it's like, you're in the dark night of the soul, babe. It doesn't have to be forever. And I try my best to teach people, like, even at rock bottom, God will do something miraculous. And I know it. I know it. I know it. I worship a big God. I worship a big God for the people, of the people, a God of the people. That's who I work for, a living God. The living God, the conscious living God. That's who I work for. And I know thousands and thousands of people so far on my journey have tried their best to convince people that I work for the dark. But you know what? You were lied to, and I'm sorry. You were lied to. People said I was a dark witch, a manipulator, this or that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you were lied to. I'm sorry that a lot of these enemies of mine were lied to so much by the devil that they made their own karma absolute garbage. This next phase for their life looks just absolute like a train wreck. And I'm sorry, but you believed the lie. You believed lies of the devil. So you know what you need to go do? You know, go get it right with God. Go learn the one that is the truth teller. Go learn the real truth. I don't work for the dark. And the fact that you thought I did, and I was a devil and a demon and all this shit, is pretty sad. When I've been sitting here every single day telling you I work for the light, and I am the light, and I don't lie. And my life up to this point has proven that I don't lie. God gets me out of every single situation by the skin of my teeth. So every single time that I get out of something crazy, it's because of the Most High God. The devil doesn't want me to have a roof over my head. The devil doesn't want me to have food in my fridge. The devil wants me fucking dead or in a cage with an asshole ex-boyfriend like I just dumped last week. It's like 2 weeks ago now. I've not been in like contact with that guy in a while. About 2 weeks, I think. He leaves me voicemails and cries and oh my gosh. I need you. Yeah, I fucking know you do. So does your entire coven. The one that's been monitored and stalked. Just like I've been getting stalked. Just like the CIA and FBI watch me. Bro, congratulations. Your entire fucking family has been under surveillance as well. No, I'm not working with them. Why would I? I was their last-ditch effort. I was literally their karma. I am their karma. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Keep your fucking money. Keep your fucking dirty money. I don't want it. I don't work for a coven, I don't work for the Illuminati. I don't work for a church. I don't work for a group. I work for myself. I work for me. And I work for the ones that God sends me. I work for those beautiful healers at rock bottom that are struggling and they can't understand why they don't get that new job, or why so-and-so is gossiping about them, or who at work can't be trusted, or what did this dream mean because I'm getting these psychic attacks or demonic forces following me. These women that are waking up to their gifts come to me. That's why I don't care about my channel being huge. I don't care that my channel is small. My channel is meant to be small for a reason. I'm not here for everybody. It's a niche market. I'm in a niche market, honey. I do not work for everybody. I work for a select few. No more abuse is coming your way. I hope not. I hope not. Yes, something amazing is coming your way. I'm certain of it. We'll see. We'll see, Wendy. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. How the heck could anyone think that you are not a good person? Bloody shines from you. How beautiful and good you are. Wendy, for 15 years, I've been telling my story about how I had an out-of-body experience and I met a being of light. The most loving, unconditionally loving, healing source of light. I met an actual being of light that I called God. And for 15 years, I have been telling my testimony, and in 15 years, I've been nothing but persecuted, told I was following the false light. The Bible talked about the false light, and everyone said I was a demon worshiper and a Luciferian and whatever you call it. Yeah, I might be a Luciferian. I may love Lucifer, but Lucifer is not the devil. So, you know, Lucifer is mentioned one time in the Bible, by the way, just once. And it's nowhere near the word devil or Satan. So, the fucking irony. But anyway, I met a being of light 15 years ago, and I've been telling everybody my story until then, or since then, and every day, targeted for it, every single day. I have been harassed, gang stalked, raped, stolen from, gossiped about, traumatized, laid hands on for 15 years for my testimony of Jesus Christ, for my gospel of sharing the good news about God. I'm just ready to I just don't. Just want to fucking have a meal. I just want a fucking meal. I just want to know that in 2 days I won't be on the streets. I just wanted God to love me as much as I loved him. I just wanted God to love me like I loved him for 15 years. When I sacrificed everything, I just wanted God to just make my life a little better than this. Lost everything for my testimony. Lost everything for literally talking about my journey. Vlogging my spiritual journey as I had near-death experience and my out-of-body experience, 2 different occasions, 2 different things that I told everybody for 15 years, and I got completely fucking pummeled. And all I wanted this whole time was a leader that I could have relied on, a good woman that I could have relied on, that I could have gone to for help, that I could have watched on YouTube and friggin'. I wanted that. And so I needed to be that. So I became the hero. I became the girl that I wanted to be. And yeah, my 3D doesn't look that great right now. But I can at least say that I did it for God. And I really did live my life for God. I just wanted to be that girl that I needed. That I am, and I could probably say that I am, and I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of me for not bending the knee and taking all this dirty money from groups like that. I'm proud of myself for leaving every abusive, narcissistic situation that left me completely compromised. I'm grateful, though I know people have made fun of me along my way, especially my public breakups and moments like this where who knows where I'm going. I just know where I've come from. Who knows where I'm going, though? People make fun. They make fun. They mock. They mock me because they mock the one that sent me. It's very sad. That's what it is. People are eventually going to have to learn that dark magic is real, but they have to go do it in their own timeline. They have to go do it in their own worlds that are crumbling and falling apart and being completely destroyed because some crazy lunatic has his finger on a button. People are going to have to live in that timeline. I'm not in that timeline. I'm not in the timeline of World War III. I'm not in the timeline of nukes blasting off. I'm in the timeline of having amazing friends and a great clientele list of people who truly, truly get it. And I'm in that timeline of having food in my fridge and having a roof over my head and having a man that gives me foot rubs and babies and treats me like a goddess and loves me as much as I love me, protects me as much as I protect me, provides for me like I provide for me, you know? So I'm not in the timeline of World War III. I'm in a totally different world. I'm already in that world of paradise. I'm going to be there. It's just that right now, that 3D that is glaring in your face and it's like, look at me, look at me, look at all this. It's like you got to look at it and take the trash out. Hello, please stop crying. I love you. Hi, Gloria. I'm bloody proud of you. Look how freaking far you've come. Wendy. I just really could have used a friend today. I can't believe how sweet you are. I really appreciate it. My ex gave me money 2 days ago, and I returned it. I didn't want anything to do with it. Hang on. Nah, you didn't see the false light. You saw angels and a being of light. Well, all I can say is I know it's real. It 100% is real. Yeah, it is real. So you saw it too? Hello. So you saw it as well then, Wendy. And a being of light, all I can say is I know it's real. Hi. How the heck did I think that? I know, right? I felt the same way. I was like, well, for 15 years, I was like, I don't know how anybody could not see the goodness that is me. But man, the way it kept coming at me 100 miles a minute, I was like, am I the devil? Not on my bloody watch. Trolls back under bridges or goats will be let loose. Oh, damn, you're kind of fierce. Look all the love you got. Love and virtual hugs. Oh. Yeah, you saw it too. Really? I'm proud of you. Don't worry. You'll have someone that will love and take care of you. Okay, thank you so much, Ami. Yay, she laughed. I did. Because I'm thinking about the fact that you saw that too. Sorry, I'm distracted. My roommates just got home. Just a second. The goats will be let loose. That's fucking hilarious. All I know is I'm quite envious of the fact that my roommates are unloading some groceries right now. At least the fridge full of food, but not mine. We'll see. We'll see how God does this, I guess. Sometimes, and when you really are manifesting, that is sometimes how it is. Whatever you're trying to manifest, sometimes other people get it first. You ever see, like, if you're trying to manifest a car, your dream car, your neighbor gets the one that you want? Just like that. Sometimes. It's called birth before land, and that's exactly what it is. It's the universe being like, keep going, there's progress being made. I don't remember everything I saw. It's filtering through slowly. Why, I don't know. Oh, wow. Well, I'm happy to have you here because I think that maybe you'll start remembering more soon around me. Sometimes I hate when that happens, don't you? Though it's like right there. It's like that's what I wanted, but not quite close. And so
Can I put your
sure.
towel in the dryer?
Oh yeah, that's
Some
actually
laundry, if that's okay.
no, that's cool. That's actually the cleaners. She just left it, I think. Yeah, you're totally fine.
Okay.
Ooh, look, matching today, huh?
It was my day off yesterday, so
Nice,
I,
nice. Cool.
and did some stuff and got some chicken and.
Oh, I know. I'm so envious, girl. I'm putting some food in there myself. I'm working on it. I was like, damn, at least the fridge is full. You guys had it.
It's not full.
Oh, I was like, well, I'm sitting here literally manifesting groceries, and I'm like, girl, they got it. That's cool. But
Not really.
I'm happy that you guys have a fucking clean fridge. I just cleaned that out.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah. It was so nasty. There's food in there from 2024. We're matching today. Yeah, we're wearing the same pants. Sometimes I hate when that happens. I do too, but I'm manifesting it. Don't worry, God's got me. I've got it. I've got it in the bag. There is no way. There is no way I was gonna be sent on this path by God for 15 years and not fucking have food. Come on. Or have a roof over my head. Come on. It's insane. So I'm telling you right now, God is so good, and all you have to do is just believe. The 3D is just old news. If you're looking at it, it's already a culmination of your past thoughts, your past wants and desires and everything. So all you have to do is bypass that. If you can. It takes real skill. We're going to see how skilled at it I am. We'll see soon enough. But yeah, God is good. And as long as we just remember he's good now, even when we don't have something, we're still loved by God. I'm not going to go to the dark just yet. We'll see what God has in store. He better do it, and he better do it big. It better be this or something bigger. Better be those groceries like that or something bigger. And I'm telling you what, my God's a big God. My God is a very, very big God, living, a conscious entity that I serve. Oh, that's weird. Someone else said the same to me. A friend of the church, she actually said someone will help you see. Hello, roommates. I'm not letting you. Don't let me. Don't let me. You're beautiful. And I love that Jaleesa is here, and also Gloria. I can't thank you guys enough. In fact, I hadn't really experienced, and Rosalinda as well, I hadn't actually experienced this much divine feminine energy in like one live stream in a while. So this is kind of shocking. I hadn't actually had a lot of friends to talk to because my ex was pushing all of them away. I had some really cool people in my life, and then he just pushed them away. He was a monitoring spirit, monitoring me through my live streams and picking them off one by one. And I had to make the decision to either lose you guys or lose him. Right? Yeah, that's what it is. I decided, made a decision. It's either them or him. I chose right. I know I did. So even though right now my 3D is kind of showing me something a little wonky, It doesn't matter. It's the past. The future is here now. The future is here now. The present moment is here now. God is about to do something big. God is about to do something big. I'm going to win. God's going to do something. I've been following you since 2022, and you've helped me on my journey. Gave accurate general readings and called out my name in a reading. My name is rare as fuck. It really is, Jaleesa. I know you're the real deal. Oh, honey. Oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart. Since 2022? Oh, honey. You've watched me for 3 years? Shut up. No. Girl, you still fuck with me after all that? after all that craziness? Cause you know in 3 years I went through some roller coasters, honey. Serious? I have no way. No way. Wow, first of all, you have no idea what that means to me. I thank you so much for telling me that. I cannot even believe 3 years. I'm glad my readings helped somebody, you know? But you got this, and we got you. Catch you soon, lovely lady. You too, honey. Thank you so much, Wendy. I'm so glad that I got to meet you. You're such a doll, really. And I really thank you because your comments the last couple of weeks were so sweet. You want me to go get mine too? Personal laundry service here, honey. Yeah, where's it all come from? Am I right? God. Oh, you are so sweet, Jaleesa. I've been through some crazy-ish myself. I really can't wait to see what happens because I feel strongly like there is a big breakthrough on the way. I mean, I met that guy, Marco, that roommate that was only here 2 days. You know, I had that fun with him. And ever since then, I felt like he's been going to war, like absolute spiritual war on my behalf. And it's crazy because I can tell in the ethers things are getting brighter for me. But it's like it's happening up there. It's happening in the spirit. It's not so much here in the physical 3D yet, but it will. Things will happen. Yeah. Evicted in 2023 and had to couch search myself. Oh, I went days without eating as well. So Noah goes, oh my. Jaleesa, I hope life is treating you so much better now. See you soon. Love you loads. You as well, my love. I hope it's going better. I promise you, I'm not giving up, and you're not going to give up either. I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you. These men don't get to have that power. No. These covens, these weak-ass wannabe warlocks, we're not giving them that power. I'm not even giving the 3D my power. Nope. No. I have food in my fridge. I have a roof over my head. That's how good God is, period. I'm claiming it now. A divine miracle is coming in, so I'm doing much better now. It gets better. Oh, I'm so happy. So yeah, I was going to tell you that guy, like I could feel ever since he left, there was this like spiritual cleansing that was taking place for me at a soul level. And I really think he's the real deal. I think he's a divine masculine that's seriously putting in work for me. So we'll see how that goes. Wen has left the building. Have a good one, sweetheart. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here. Hugs to you. Hugs to you, Jaleesa. Girls are so beautiful. What I've been also doing, and I really just, I can't thank her enough, is Goddess Freya. Oh, Goddess Freya is where it's at, man. I had this overwhelming peace come over me yesterday when I went to Goddess Freya. It was like I could finally sleep, I could finally meditate, I could finally rest. It was like I went to the Norse goddess Freya, who's the goddess of fertility, love, war, wealth, everything. She's kind of like the goddess of everything. And anyway, I went to her, and it was crazy. I even had a dream where I was telling someone that I was going to Goddess Freya. And that person was like, yeah, that's amazing. I'm so excited for you. And so I think it's going to be okay. I don't know how, but I don't know how, but I know who, right? I don't know how, but I know who. So we'll see. We'll see how things go. But I love you very much, Jaleesa, and I love you, Wendy. And we'll talk soon, okay, girls? We'll be here. You'll be here for another 3 years for me, Jaleesa. I know it because I'm here for you, girl. I'm not giving up. I love you. Bye.